Well, first and foremost, thank you guys for joining the Friday Night Lights webinar. We hope that you guys enjoy it, and we got about a 60-minute presentation ready for you. At that time, at the end of it, you guys will be able to ask questions. We're also going to record this and then email it out to you, so if you miss anything, go back, review this. First and foremost, I want to send you guys a link to the Friday Night Lights affiliate forum. Go ahead and request access to that. Once the webinar ends and you guys have questions, you guys will be able to post it in there. And myself or Chris Thorndike, who is my partner and heading up the project with us, will be able to answer any questions that you guys have. So that is the Facebook link. And Chris, are you on? Okay, perfect. All right, Chris, you should have access now. Do you want to give a quick little back who you are, and then I'll talk a little bit about who I am, and then we'll kick off our presentation. For those of you guys that can't figure out how to audio, you guys won't have access to talk because it's a webinar. So if you have any questions, type it in the chat, and Chris will be fielding questions in there.
What's up, guys? How's my sound coming in? Terrific. Cool. Well, again, I want to thank you guys for joining us here today. And we're very excited about the information we've put together. And hopefully it can be equally as impactful as it has been for us over the years. Just a little background on myself. I own CrossFit Gainesville in Gainesville, Florida. And we've been operating as an affiliate since 2008. And I've been involved with Factory Forge and other consulting companies for about 3 years now. And our goal really is to develop tools and resources to help other small businesses enjoy growing their businesses and companies just like us. So I really hope you guys enjoy what we've organized today and find it equally as impactful. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Chris. Again, I am John Swanson and a part of Factory Forge. My background is I own 2 CrossFit affiliates as well, and then also am the director and CEO of the Granite Games. Chris and I got together about a year ago and just really wanted to help others find success. We felt that we were very, very lucky to have successful affiliates, and we wanted to be able to give back and help everybody that's on for the call today. This is the exact group we want to work with, and doing things like Friday Night Lights is exactly the type of stuff that we want to be able to help you guys with. So we've created Friday Night Lights, and first and foremost, the introduction of it is we run it at the same time that the Open is taking place, but we've kind of created an event out of it and had some fun with it. So we'll kick it off. All right, so Friday Night Lights started with just a small group of athletes. It started down in Gainesville, Florida. And Chris kind of put the concept together. And there's other people out there that are doing Friday Night Lights. We just tried to put a little bit more structure into it. We grew it to a series to encourage clients to participate and test their fitness. So the CrossFit Open does an amazing job with this, but we've added a couple pieces for those that are maybe a little bit timid to do the Open. And now it is a 5-part series, and it's one of the most celebrated things in our gym. It is the Christmas party for 5 weeks. So we're going to kick it over, and I'm going to have you guys watch a quick YouTube video of a recap of what we put on last year. I also will post the link in the chat. So if the video is choppy, just grab the link and watch that. Sorry about that. All right, here is you guys' link as well.
at the bottom of the well. Ain't no bread in the windowsill. Someone ring from the churchyard bell. Love don't know what the devil don't tell. Rope in that man's cell. Got no fears to dispel. Got no arms, can't bow sail. Love don't know what the devil don't tell. God's name is that smell. Love don't know what the devil don't tell.
All right, so that is what our Friday Night Lights has turned into. And so, Brandon, you said, are the leather couches included? Actually, that's a huge part of what Friday Night Lights is all about. We have the two leather couches that we put dead center, kind of like the 50-yard line, and we actually, each week, we're raising about $2,000 to sit on the couch, believe it or not. From there, that money is then donated to local nonprofits. So it's part of what Friday Night Lights is all about, is having a positive impact in our local community. And we're going to get into all of that today. So yes, the couches are a part of it. And hopefully at the end of this, you guys will have a VIP section at your Friday Night Lights that's sought after as well. All right, so you guys kind of saw the background. That is what Friday Night Lights has turned into. And it's really, really a fun time. So what you guys should expect from us at the end of this is we're creating a step-by-step event launch guide, 5 simple tricks to help grow your brand, and Friday Night Lights complete playbook. So we have already designed the t-shirts for you guys. We have the logo done for you. We have some marketing emails pre-written. We have a budget planner, a scoring system, and etc. Really, our goal is to have everything done and ready for you, and you can reach out to your t-shirt printer, send them the ready to go design, and you got shirts done. Everything should be ready to go, and all you can just worry about is just having a really, really good CrossFit Open and letting your members enjoy the experience. So Friday Night Light planning and preparation. We have an event series overview, marketing and promotions, setup and staffing, prizes and sponsorships. And then implementation, we have the enrollment, scoring, event day setup, and entertainment. So yes, we should be able to get all this stuff implemented. We actually only launched our Friday Night Lights last week, and so everything's already done. You guys could have this ready to go by the end of the day. So let's look at Friday Night Lights implementation. I got another quick little video. I'm going to show you guys the event day setup, and here's how we set up the floor for the event. That room right there is about 3,000 square feet, and on the other side we have another 1,500. So we're working with around usable space is about 4,500 square feet. All right. So, and at the end of the video, you guys, we completely turned our gym upside down, and we actually put the last workout every night as a 20-minute map to clean the gym for time. So we're averaging about 300 people in attendance. All 300 literally stay, mop, or vacuum, and we're at the after party no later than about 9:30 each night. So little piece right there, you might not have caught it. So one more thing I'm gonna kick in the chat forum is if you guys want to go and look at any of the Friday Night Lights videos that we produced, you can go look at those at any time here and have access to them and see kind of the concepts of how we set everything up. So event series overview, let's look at that. We are creating 5 weeks of a in-house competition. Now, the goal of the competition is to align it with the open and use those workouts, but create something that engages the athletes that maybe don't want to do it on their own. So one of the things that we do is we break it down into teams. The way we do that is we have 4 captains in our gym that take all the registrations and then we draft. And from there, we draft our teams and then we break it into a scoring platform. So we talked about that. You guys will have the scoring implementation, and I'm going to go over that right now. Actually, I'll jump back to the series overview. So we have the open qualifier workouts, 5 weeks, team coaching, athlete prizes, maximum participation. We're averaging about 100 athletes. As I said, we use the local charities as our way of giving back, and we auction off the couches. So each week, we challenge the 4 teams to raise the most amount of money and buy the couches. So they're buying the couches anywhere from about $1,500 to $2,000. At that time, we bring in that local charity. They give a 5-minute presentation, and we donate the cash to them. We also have set up to collect sponsorship revenue. So one of the things is we had Progenics come in last year and sell our protein one of the nights. We had SFH come in, Killcliff, and then we have local companies as well. So we'll have a medical company come in and work on our athletes. So Williams Integra Care was our medical provider. They did rock taping, ART, and so on, and took care of our athletes. The Friday Night Lights scoring platform is actually 95% based off of participation rather than how well they do in the workouts. So they're scored on things like showing up, spirit, and then we have weekly challenges that will allow them to gain points. So before we get into that, I'm going to go to a screen share now, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about for the weekly challenge. I promise questions-wise, we'll get to all your questions at the very end, but I want to make sure I get you guys all the information. All right. So I have, in your event launch guide, I have posted our link to our old Friday Night Lights website. This is where we built it. And just so you know, Chris, can you see my screen right now? The Friday Night Lights screen, just so I know. Okay, I'll wait for it to load. And the link that I'm heading to and using is right here, just so you guys are aware. Or, excuse me. Right here. That was a YouTube. This is our website, and that is the Friday Night Lights. So when that pulls up, you guys will see everything. All right, we're gonna try screen sharing again. If it doesn't, if the internet's slow, we can walk through it the other way as well. All right, Chris or anybody out there, are you guys able to see my website on the side? Perfect. All right. So as you can see here, this is just our general website we created. You know, we have our nav bar up here. We just created events and then a tab underneath. Right here is our blog. So we are writing, we have recaps done of each 14.1, 14 and so on. And then I've left all this stuff in here. We have the rosters and scoring breakdown. So if I open that up, you guys have access to all this. This is the announcement of how we launch Friday Night Lights to our members. A big thing we really push is community and competition plus energy equals crushing PRs. So here's how we drafted our team. And so you can see the captain are the head coaches of the gym. And then the co-captain is actually a member of the gym. So what we wanted to do was pair a coach with a community leader. So let's break down the scoring system that we use for Friday Night Lights. 5 points get awarded to the athletes that finish in the top 5, male and female. So we have the male top 5, the female top 5. We also do it for the masters. I think it's 40 plus or 45 plus. I'll look real quick in our scoring document. We give 1 point for just showing up. So if they compete on Friday, they get a point. 10 points goes to the Team Spirit Award per Friday. So the overall 10 points goes to that group. So when you saw earlier, there was people dancing around, there was a keg of beer. That's all provided by the members to earn Spirit Awards. And then the last piece is they get 0.5 points or half a point for each athlete who accomplishes their weekly challenge. So the breakdown, and this total breakdown is based off of 20 athletes per roster. Podium points available is 50, attendance is 20, team spirit is 10, a weekly bonus challenge is 24, and in total max points allowed is 100. So we capped it. There's teams that could get up to 150 points or 120. We capped it at 100 to keep it a close competition. We're going to jump into the Google Doc now. This is how we scored the weekly challenge. So you can see each week breaks down to lifestyle, fitness, and recovery and mobility. So again, these are tons and tons of points, and we want to make Friday Night Lights more than just simply a competition, but over the 5 weeks, these athletes are getting better with all pieces of what it means to be an athlete. So they're focusing on their sleep first week, and the fitness, they had to accumulate 25 minutes of jumping rope practice. And then they had to take their daily fish oil. Week 2 is lifestyle again, is water intake. Fitness is plank home, so they're doing some planks at home. And then recovery is hours of mobility this week. And then again, so forth. They go in, and I've locked this document so nobody can edit it, but they go in and they put their points in, and we close it out at the end of the week. So that each week, this scoring system ends, and then those points get tallied up and get over to the scoring leaderboard. Scoring leaderboard on our website is found right here. So you can see we break it down for individual males, individual females, 40 plus master male, 40 plus master female, and then our associate leaderboard, which is the important one. Now, this is important. The individual leaderboards, if somebody doesn't place in Friday Night Lights and chooses just to do the open, their scores are not tallied in here. So we had a couple members that chose just to do the open, couldn't make it on Friday, which is fine. Their scores would get counted for the CrossFit Open, but their scores are not used in here. Associate leaderboard, as you can see, we break it down, categories and points, and then we have 4 teams. They're called Team ABMAT, Anti-Titanium, Spirit Mafia, and then Total Grind. Here's the total points. You can see that last year, Spirit Fingers Mafia was our overall Associate Cup winner, and they actually ended up winning by default because Total Grind's athletes forgot to log their weekly scores, as you can see, right down below. So here's the leaderboard points, attendance points, and then weekly challenge points. Any questions there? See a couple people typing, so I'll give you guys a quick moment. Weekly challenge points are on the honor system. We use the leaderboard, just use an Excel doc. So they went into Google to log their points for the weekly challenge, and then we had a running Excel doc that we would use and then load into our website. And then our website allowed us to kind of format it to make it look a little bit nicer. Scoring sheets. Scoring sheets, we use the CrossFit Open. So we just printed those sheets off and use them. They're exact same workouts that we're using anyways. And we have to submit the open scores to the CrossFit Open. If you can't see the document, all this stuff is already got in your Friday Night Lights folder, so you have access to it as well. Tech savvy. It's literally each week we would send them a link to Google Drive and say, just plug in the number under your name, and that's all they have to do. So it wasn't too hard. Where do you find this folder? It will be emailed out to you at the end of the webinar, along with the recording of this webinar as well. So everything should be built. You'll see the logos, the t-shirts, everything done for you, print ready posters, it's all in there. All right, we'll keep moving forward. All right, we should be back to the presentation now. So again, in your folder, you guys should see ready emails, banners, t-shirts, posters, and logos. So one of the first things that you guys should do is create a Facebook event page. As you can see, we have a Facebook banner pre-built. Go in, launch your event page, and then start inviting all your members to it. T-shirts are down here. We went with 3 different designs. We tried to create a universal logo that was not dependent on gym colors, but something that was very universal. And then we have print-ready posters that are 11 by 17 ready for you guys as well. Time frame to submit athlete scores was the exact same thing as what we used before, and thanks, Chris, for handling that. So we use Zen Planner at Fast Factory, and I know Chris does down at Gainesville. So we just created an online registration. They go and sign up. The team draft, we did it on a Tuesday before the Friday Night Lights launched. And then we announced the teams to everybody and how the teams would work in the team scoring system. The coaches really get excited about this because of the Associate Cup. So we bring in a big trophy, and one coach for the next year gets to keep the trophy on the desk. Job duties, we break down with our team. Everybody's in charge of something. So somebody's in course setup, somebody's in charge of judges and recruitment of judges, somebody's in charge of the video production side, and then somebody's in charge of sponsorships. Myself and one of my other coaches, we're in charge of emceeing. So if you ever see us in videos, we're announcing the athletes and giving kind of play-by-play as the event happens. So prizes and sponsorships. Here is kind of the prize breakdown. We have, the first photo is a box with a kettlebell on top of it. That is the Spirit of the Lights Award. We just took a kettlebell and literally it screwed it right to a miniature plyo box. And the person who most embodies what it means to live the Fast Factory lifestyle gets awarded the Spirit of the Lights. It's a huge trophy. It's like 35 pounds. And it's a traveling trophy, meaning she has to bring it back next year, and she'll help pass it on. The next photo up top, you can see the cup sitting in the background. That's the Associate Cup. That gets awarded to the coach whose team wins the overall Friday Night Lights. Below, you can see the hammer, the Sisu Hammer Award. The Sisu Hammer Award is awarded to the person that goes most through adversity and continues to live the CrossFit lifestyle. So for our athlete, we have one athlete at our gym. He would actually probably be a Masters Games athlete, but he has no cartilage in his shoulder, so he can't snatch or overhead squat. And he can't, if he can, he can't do it very well. But yet all of his other stuff, any other workout, he's top 3 in the world. He literally just can't snatch. Shows up at CrossFit every day, lives a lifestyle. So he was our award winner for the Sisu Hammer Award. On the backside of the award, we have it engraved with his name, and we'll continue to do so for each winner. Non-open athletes are provided a judge, and all of our judges are still required to take the CrossFit judging course. In exchange for doing so, we give them free registration to Friday Night Lights. All right, so we went over this a little bit, enrollment and scoring. We created an easy online sign up. They can participate, they pay, and it tracks all of our online registration. We charge for it. We charge $60, and all this money that we collect goes into running the event. So my company, Chris's company, we actually don't profit from this. We don't run this as a for-profit event. We run it as just something really awesome for the community. Any money that is left over, I'll bonus out my staff, but my actual company makes $0 from it, and my staff makes about $200. If you add up the time they put into it, they're making about, it's like $40 a night, but they're working on this project over the whole 5 weeks. So it's well worth their time. Some people have already asked us, well, how do you charge for this because it's the open? This is again is an event that is ran in conjunction during it, but there's so much more that goes into it. We have a live DJ that we bring in, photographer. All these things cost money. All we're looking for is to subsidize the expense. Again, on our website, and this is here, you can see how we set up our rosters. You can see the weekly scoring, and again, this is all in your folder as well. Day setup. So I showed the video earlier, but we come in and we shut the gym down at noon. And so our last class is at 12 o'clock. The gym is shut down. There's no 4 o'clock class, 5 o'clock. We set the floor up, and we always rope it off. So we choose to, the gym, they use a climbing rope. For us, I have extra parachute cord that we use. So we take any plyo boxes, any benches, anything we can gather, and we create 3 rows of seating. So in the lower left photo, if you look very, very closely, the black boxes are set up on their 24-inch side. Right in front of them are all our benches. So people will sit on the benches, then they'll sit on the 24-inch box, and then people stand behind them, creating kind of a theater style environment. The whole floor is laid out as if it was an event. So we got lanes marked, the equipment, heat sheets are ready. So one of the things that we'll do is in athlete staging, we'll have all the heats written up there. We'll also rewrite the workout up on the board back there so they can remember what it is. We have somebody in charge of WOD setup. We have somebody in charge of heats. As a heat ends, I will do interviews with the crowd, bring people out, ask them questions, interview them. And then before we start the next heat, I actually will single-handedly announce each athlete. So I will announce their name, and then I will announce what team they represent and what lane they're in. If I got any background on them, I might say that as well. The goal of Friday Night Lights is to make your members feel larger than life for 5 weeks. We talk a lot about, you know, these members being athletes in our gym. This is the opportunity to let them feel like they are a complete celebrity. If somebody crushes a workout, we'll grab them for an interview afterwards. During this event, we're also throwing stuff out to the fans, t-shirts, prizes, we're doing door giveaways. We're just trying to make it be as fun as possible. Entertainment. So as you guys saw in the video, we have a DJ. We have one member that is a DJ, and we comp his membership dues for it, but on the days he can't make it, we'll hire a DJ to come in. It costs us about $250. MCs, we went out and bought microphones and then hooked them up to our stereo system. Like I said, it works really, really well to have two MCs because you guys can play off one another, and it's hard just to talk to yourself the entire time. But we're poking jokes, getting the crowd engaged, having fun. Team skits. So you guys saw one of the teams dancing in there. One of the weeks, one of the teams wrote attaboys. So they did poster size, like good job cards, and would hand them out to members of our community when they would crush workouts, or hand them out to coaches. National anthem. We do the national anthem before every Friday Night Lights. We'll have a guest singer come in and put it on, somebody from the military, and so on and so forth. Fans wise, we don't charge for it, but we average about 200 in attendance. So we'll bring in like portable bathrooms. Two of the weeks we had a keg of beer. And then on 14.5, or this year 15.5, we throw a massive after party at the gym. So we'll bring food in and just kind of hang out till about 1 o'clock in the morning. Just again, it all pins around just having a really, really good time and showcasing our members in the best way possible. All right, and that's what we got for the presentation. We have, again, done for you guys documents, so I'm going to show you what we have set up. Give me one moment. All right, back to the screen share. If you guys look, we have created a Friday Night Lights folder for you, and you guys will get access at the end of the day. Again, we have a Facebook forum for you guys to ask any questions. But our design team has gone in and created banners for upload. We have t-shirts that are pre-designed. So we did black, gray, and red. You can kind of pick which one you want to use. They should be all print ready, so you just got to get them to your designer. On the back, it's Friday Night Lights, 5 weeks, 5 workouts, and we put the dates on there. So we tried to keep everything as universal as possible. And we also have the design file ready to go for you guys. So these are all JPEGs, but the design file is in there as well. Posters, print-ready posters. This part was a little bit harder because they're photos of our athletes, but you know, we tried to zoom out and get generalized photos that not only showcased elite athletes, but again, we use, this is Bill, one of my athletes. He's a 60-year-old doctor doing the open, and would, you know, I think he hit an overhead squat PR, and the crowd absolutely erupted. So we want to showcase that this event is more than just, you know, for the elite, and more than just a competition, but more a celebration of our community. And again, we have, this photo right here was featured at the CrossFit Games. And I think it speaks volumes for what Friday Night Lights is. It's just really a complete celebration of each other's achievements. And so these posters are, again, all print ready. So all you got to do is send them off a local printer and get them hung up in your box. For those of you that can do your own design work, I dropped in a PNG. So if you want to put this on your photos, say you use Lightroom and you take photos, go ahead and use this as a watermark. Last piece. So in the documents, you'll see things like day 2 email, 8 reasons you owe yourself to do Friday Night Lights, a budget, email 1, email 2, event launch. We literally went in here and tried to create a checklist of everything you need. Build registration, here's an example. Build Facebook events page, example. And 1 email to the community, example. Gather local sponsors, create photo album, so on and so forth until you guys have everything you need there. The awards, I kind of have more examples of that. I think the awards are a very important part. So here's an example of the Sisu Warhammer Award recipient. Again, this Mark that received it last year. Here's the team trophy, or the team that won it. You can see the cup in the bottom. They all have medals on. And then last one I'll show you is our team medals as well. So everybody received a medal that was on the winning team. Other things in the event launch, we did blog recaps, which can be found on our website, so you guys can go check that stuff out. We would toss the videos in there. We had Fitness Lonnie come in for 15.5, the WOD, and then we have one of our staff just do a recap, and then we do some photos. So this is our blog recap. We try to recap each week. It just keeps the buzz going throughout the week. So that's it for kind of your event launch guide. Draft teams, or draft your teams, roster, event scoring explained. So this is kind of your how to launch the event step-by-step guide. And that kind of does it for what's in the folder. So again, I got a link to the website, documents, Facebook banner, Facebook forum link, so on and so forth. The last piece I will show you guys is I'll show you guys our event launch page. So we created this, we sent it out to all our members. We do our registration in here and then a link to spot to register. And then we've invited a ton of people already. Our registration, we set as $60 for early bird, $75 for general registration. It does not, they do not get a t-shirt. We limit it to 100 registrations. And then in this, we're showcasing the t-shirt. We're doing recaps of last year. So here's our Spirit Award winners. The gentleman showed there, he is the guy that does all the video editing. And then Kristen is the one that does all of our scoring. So just an awesome couple that is a huge piece to our community. Again, and then we're showing some of the videos from last year. And then anytime we do an email, this is where we drop it. So that way we aren't blasting our community members with Friday Night Lights stuff in the community Facebook page. So we try to post all things Friday Night Lights here. We use the same judges every week. So our judges are already gone. We have 16 judges that we take, and it filled up, I think, within an hour. And we brief everybody on the workout, the standards. Again, we don't try to, we hold the standards, and I won't say we ever deviate from that, but again, this is a very, very fun atmosphere. And so we brief them, but we're not, we don't run it as serious as the Granite Games in the sense that they all have to be there. Like, we will brief them before each thing, remind them, here's what thruster looks like. Your hips have to crease below your knee. You have to have lockout. So that kind of does it for the presentation. Let's open it up for questions. And I hope, first and foremost, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is what Factory Forge is all about. We want to bring affiliate owners together and help you guys. We feel very lucky to have designers and people on our staff that can help with this. One of the things that I did not show you is I'm building, or we'll have a commercial ready for you. It sounds like on Monday or Tuesday that you guys can use to help market your event. Yeah, how do you buy the couches? So in our event page, I will do a post and say, all right, it is 15:1. Let the VIP couch bidding begin. And people will literally just go in there and place bids. And from then, they pay for the couches that night. And normally it's one of the teams that wins the couches. And so then their team members or their family members can sit on the couch that night. And we then will call in the nonprofit of that week. So over the 5 weeks, we pick 5 different nonprofits. We notify them. We bring them in to watch the event. We give them an opportunity to speak on the floor, and then we make the donation. Now with the scale division, do you plan to award points to teams for top placing in the scale division? No, we would not. But again, overall of the 100 points available, I think it's 5% of the points go to the top placing. So this is more about participation, doing the weekly challenges in the sprint than it is the competitiveness. So we do have points being awarded to the competitive side, but it's less about competing against one another and celebrating each other's successes. We are not charging for spectators. This is a community building, and for us, we want to showcase what makes our gym so special. And again, it's not about making money, but rather just breaking even and really leave our members raving about our gym. So I mean, I could say the other side of it, we didn't charge, we didn't make money on it last year, but I gained 10 members from it, and they're still members of our gym today. So, I look at it as really, really good marketing. For heats, all made up of members of the same team. No, we mix our heats up. So we actually run it like a competition in reverse order. So if you're in first place, you will go last that night. If you are not in first place, you might go earlier. So I can show you guys our heats in one moment. Again, on here we have our heats. So once my screen starts to share, I'll be able to pull it up. Yes, we have people that register for the Open and do not participate in Friday Night Lights. If they do, they have to find somebody that has taken the judges course and figure out how they can have them do their workout. If they choose to have a coach judge their workout, they have to pay for it. We like a private skill session. We allow our athletes that are in Friday Night Lights to redo any workout on that Sunday as well. All right, if you look here on our website, if you scroll down to the bottom, athlete information, we have listed, we have teams, heat schedule, and then weekly bonus challenge. So heat schedule is all the heats for 14.5. Breaks it down, tells them exactly what time they're going. And then we rotate. One night will be females go last. One night will be the males that go last. Weekly challenge bonus, and then we also have the announcements in there. So 8 hours of sleep, 25 minutes of jumping rope, and so forth. Feel free to steal all this stuff, use it, or make up your own. So in regards to open workouts, we also do not program open workouts into our programming during the 5 weeks. So we still follow our programming, and then we do the open workouts on Friday Night Lights during the Sunday makeup session. But we're not programming on Friday these workouts. It happens from the 5:30 to 9:30 time during the event. Any other questions? Yep, we have a Sunday makeup session. It's about 2 hours to pre-register, and then we have like 2 or 3 judges go in there, and it's really laid back. I think we do it from like 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So very, very, very laid back. Any other questions? The reason why we don't do a Saturday evening is because we want, we've tossed around the idea. The reason why we don't do it is we want to keep our Saturdays open for family time and for our members to go do things with friends. This starts to kind of eat up the night, and so people, it just works really well on Friday. And again, if you want to make Saturday Night Lights, go for it. I apologize, the branding won't match very well, but maybe next year when we do this again, we'll create a Friday Night Lights project and a Saturday Night Lights project as well. Any complaints from morning class members not being able to do the open WOD in class? No, because it's not part of our programming. And so we've never done, or it's the way we look at it is it takes a lot away from the class structure, because we have 350 members at our gym and only 100 members do the open. So this allows the 33% of our gym members to be really happy and taken care of, but it doesn't take away from the 60% of our other members. And trying to have at 5 a.m. 4 people judge a workout really takes away from that class structure. We feel that Friday Night Lights allows our members to enjoy the experience, but not take away from what our gym is focused on doing, and that's just helping people get fitter and healthier and live a better life. Any other questions? Yes, so Nathan, we have 2 locations as well. There's no classes on Friday after our noon class. Everything gets shut down. So last, before you guys take off, we're going to shoot you guys an email, just a reminder. It'll have the link to the Google Doc. Also, again, please join the private Facebook group. In there, that'll be a way for you guys to ask questions. I will repost that link now again. I hope you guys enjoyed the webinar, and please give us feedback. And if you guys liked it, let us know. Things that you want to see change for next year, please let us know. And you guys will see from Factory Forge coming down the road, we'll try to post blog topics. So I'll show you guys. We're trying to do a daily or a weekly blog that provides information for you guys. So one of them was on a financial calculator. And again, this is not a way to promote our business. We openly will say we do business consulting, but first and foremost, we want to get tools in front of you. So follow our blog. We put tools in there. We do free marketing worksheets to give away. We want to help you guys as much as we possibly can and help your businesses succeed. And if Jamie, if you have a new gym, you don't have to run it at the level that we're at. The first year I did Friday Night Lights, I didn't charge for it at all. And it was like 5 people that did it, and it was a lot of fun. And then the next year we did it, we had 50 years. Are you guys charging for the Friday Night Lights materials? No, absolutely not. This is 100% free. This is just meant to help you guys, and we want to see you guys succeed. So it's all taken care of as advertised. We ask that you can put your gym logo underneath it, but please don't edit the Friday Night Lights logo. That is copyrighted by us. We're giving you guys access to use it, but please don't edit any of our content. The other thing is, if any affiliates ask you guys how you did this, all I ask is please refer them back to the Friday Night Lights, or to Factory Forge, so that you guys got it from us. We don't mind helping you guys at all. Just please give us credit when you guys use our stuff. Thank you for the Granite Games comment. So again, in our blog, you guys will also see we built in what is the most important financial tool to track why you need to blog. We have a marketing piece that'll come out eventually, and then we have our Friday Night Lights tools. So we're trying to help you guys out as much as possible. The more you guys give us feedback on what you guys need in our business, we can help continue to create tools to give you guys more of what you guys need. Any last questions before we shut the blog or shut the webinar down? Again, you will email the link out. So as soon as this ends, I'm going to resend a webinar, and then in that webinar or in that folder, you will have all the tools and materials that you guys need. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I really thank you for coming on and spending your Friday with us. If you need anything from me, feel free to hit us up in the support group for Friday Night Lights. Chris. Chris is the brains behind this. I'm just the guy presenting. So Chris came up. So Chris, thank you for pushing my gym to do this as well. So Best of luck, everybody. I hope your CrossFit Open is really, really great experience. I hope this leaves your members raving. And again, just remember why you're doing it. It's not to make money. It's to give back to the community and have fun. So thank you, everybody.